The fallout from Alexander Isak's latest injury has taken an unexpected turn, with Thomas Frank offering a brutally honest assessment of how the incident unfolded. Rather than focusing solely on the challenge itself or the wider circumstances of the match, the Spurs boss suggested Mickey van de Ven was not at fault for the injury. It is a stance that has already raised eyebrows given the seriousness of the injury and the scrutiny that naturally follows moments like this. As debate grows around player welfare, responsibility, and risk in the modern game, Frank's comments have added a sharp edge to an already sensitive situation, one that is likely to keep Isak and those words firmly in the spotlight. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool are actively exploring the market for defensive reinforcements, with Inter Milan centre-back Alessandro Bastoni emerging as one of their leading options ahead of upcoming transfer windows. That is according to former Manchester United and Blackburn Rovers chief scout Mick Brown, who remains well connected within elite recruitment circles and has indicated that the Reds have been closely monitoring the Italian international's progress. Bastoni, now 26, has been a mainstay at Inter Milan for several seasons and continues to attract interest from across Europe thanks to his consistency, composure on the ball, and tactical intelligence. Liverpool's interest comes amid growing uncertainty around their current defensive setup. Head coach Arne Slot is understood to have concerns over the long-term reliability of his centre-back options. Ibrahima Konate faces an unclear future at Anfield, while Virgil van Dijk has endured a season that has not consistently matched the dominant standards he previously set. Brown believes those factors make Bastoni a particularly logical target. Speaking about the defender, he said, "Bastoni is a player I've always been a big admirer of. He's a fantastic defender and has been brilliant for Inter Milan for a long period of time now, so it's no surprise these types of clubs are looking at him." He added that Liverpool view the Italy international as someone who could immediately raise the level of their back line. Liverpool have been keeping a close eye on him because they see him as somebody who would be an improvement on what they've got at the moment. He would be a great asset to any club and one I would certainly recommend they go for. Competition for Bastoni's signature is expected to be fierce. Barcelona have been strongly linked with a move, while Tottenham Hotspur have previously tracked his development. Brown is convinced the defender's skill set would translate seamlessly to English football, citing his physicality, positional awareness, and comfort in possession as ideal traits for the Premier League. Liverpool's willingness to pursue a high-profile defender also reflects their recent transfer strategy. The club shattered its own spending records in the summer, committing £450 million on new signings, including marquee arrivals such as Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz. Despite that outlay, Slot is understood to believe further reinforcements are required to address structural weaknesses within the squad. Brown suggests defensive recruitment remains firmly on the agenda as Liverpool prepare for multiple possible scenarios. They're not sure what's happening with Konate, that's still very much up in the air, and Van Dijk hasn't looked like his usual dominant self this season, he said. So it's the type of deal Liverpool have to be considering because they have to be prepared for any possibility if they might need to bring players in. With elite clubs circling and a potential fee north of £80 million being discussed, any move for Bastoni would represent another significant statement. But as Liverpool look to future-proof their defence, the Inter Milan star is increasingly viewed as a profile that fits both their immediate needs and long-term vision. Now, Arne Slot slammed Mickey van de Ven after his horror challenge on Alexander Isak, which left the Swede with a broken leg and potentially put an end to his season. Spurs boss Thomas Frank saw this and immediately responded, denying any responsibility with the Spurs defender and refused to take any accountability on the situation. This is disgusting. Have a watch.
Okay, look, Arne Slot made some comments about Mickey van der Ven's challenge on Alexander Isak. He felt the challenge from Mickey was reckless. Looking back at it, do you think that's something you agree with, or do you disagree with him?
No, I'm obviously disagreeing in many ways. I think we are talking about a defender in Mickey van der Ven that will do everything he can to avoid the goal. So it's a transition. So he's sprinting back in. There's a ball slide down the side, and he does everything he can to see if he can block that shot. So he's sliding. Unfortunately, Isak's plant his foot straight there, and that makes it look worse than it is. I think that would be a natural reaction for any defender. Or put it this way: if my defenders don't do that, then I don't think they are true defenders. So I don't see that at all. And I think reckless challenges normally you haven't seen. I think anyone from Mickey, as I remember it. So I see him as a very fair and competitive player. So that's one thing. The other thing, I also know that the two players have sorted out, so that's a good sign of how can you say how they sorted out, or good sign.
In other news, Steven Gerrard has offered himself to Liverpool in any department at any minute of every day, making clear his desire to help them in anything while backing Arne Slot. It is no secret that Gerrard's ultimate goal is to become Liverpool manager. But whether that will become a reality is doubtful at this stage, with a 45-year-old out of work for almost a year after failed stints at Aston Villa and Al Ettifaq, and in no rush to return to football. However, speaking to Ali McCoist in an episode of TNT Sports' Allies Social Club, Gerrard declared himself available to his beloved club in any job they would require him in. I'll be brutally honest with you. I'd help Liverpool in any department at any minute of every day. I'd help them in anything, he said. I don't want the Liverpool manager to lose his job. I want Arne Slot to fix this and turn it around and make Liverpool great. I was bouncing all over the city 4 or 5 months ago when Liverpool won the league. I'm a Liverpool fan. I want the best for Liverpool. But if Liverpool need me in any department at any time, I'll be there for them. There had been suggestions that when Slot was facing mounting pressure during Liverpool's woeful run of form, Gerrard could even be targeted as an interim head coach. Clearly that did not transpire, and the Dutchman has since turned things around with the Reds currently on a 6-game unbeaten run. Instead, Gerrard is keeping his options open while not actively searching for his next managerial role, insisting he was not down the job centre. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.